Today we're checking out an affordable way to improve the sound of your dynamic and ribbon mics while also adding a touch of color. The Triton Audio Fetheads. What's up everybody, Mike here. I hope you're doing well. So this is the original Fethead. It's a fan-empowered inline boost that provides a ton of clean gain to low-output dynamic and ribbon mics. It's essentially the same idea as a cloud lifter, if you're familiar with those. It's an incredibly handy tool for the studio, allowing you to use gain-hungry mics like the SM7B on quiet sources without all the noise associated with absolutely cranking the mic pre's in cheaper interfaces. Useful, but not super exciting, and not why I'm making this video. That's where these two come in. The Fethead Transformer and the Fethead Germanium. These offer all the benefits of the regular Fethead while also solving another common problem people have with the built-in interface preamps, the lack of color. These have some extra circuitry adding in a transformer and germanium transistor to add some subtle harmonic saturation, color, and dare I say vibe. But yeah, let's try these things out and see how they sound. For all the examples in this video, I'll be using my Audient preamps since they pretty well represent the clean, transparent pre's you'd find in an affordable interface. For the first example, we'll compare all three different Fetheads on vocals, as well as a pass straight into the pre without a Fethead, all recorded with an SM7B.
I've been wasting too much time wrapped around your problems while avoiding all of mine, and I've been wasting too much time wrapped around your problems while avoiding all of mine, and I've been wasting too much time wrapped around your problems while avoiding all of mine, and I've been wasting too much time wrapped around your problems while avoiding all of mine, and wrapped around your problems while of wrapped around your problems while of wrapped around your problems while of wrapped around your problems while of.
Alright, interesting. Before I give you my thoughts, let's do that same comparison, but with a ribbon mic this time. Specifically, the Samar AL95.
I've been wasting too much time wrapped around your problems while avoiding all of mine, and I've been wasting too much time wrapped around your problems while avoiding all of mine, and I've been wasting too much time wrapped around your problems while avoiding all of mine, and I've been wasting too much time wrapped around your problems while avoiding all of mine, and wrapped around your problems while of wrapped around your problems while of wrapped around your problems while of wrapped around your problems while of.
So yeah, in both examples, I thought all three Fetheads improved the sound. They seem to tighten up and solidify the low end in a really nice way and bring out a little bit more clarity. I'm guessing that's caused by the impedance of the Fetheads. I'm not going to go into a full explanation of mic preamp impedance matching because I just barely understand it and will definitely mess up the explanation. But the important part is that a preamp's impedance can have a pretty dramatic effect on the tone of dynamic and ribbon mics. And I think that's what we're hearing here. But then comparing the three Fetheads, it really felt like switching between three different mic preamps. The Germanium had this really nice bite in the upper mid-range. I could see it potentially being a bit much on the SM7, which already has such an aggressive mid-range, but I thought it was fantastic on the ribbon mic. The Transformer Fethead added some nice weight in the low end, as well as a bit of sparkle on top, which I thought worked really well with the SM7. Oh, and by the way, there's a link down in the description where you can download all the clips in this video, so you can drop them into your own DAW and compare them however you like. I know subtler differences can be tough to pick out through YouTube videos. Plus, that way you can hop back and forth between two or compare in a different order without being stuck with the order I chose for the video. So be sure to grab them if you want. But anyway, let's try something a little different with these. These are obviously designed with quieter sources in mind, probably vocals primarily, but I really wanted to see what they would do on some louder sources. specifically guitar amps. In order to make that work, I actually had to use Triton's Airhead in between the mic and the Fethead. The Airhead is an adjustable inline pad, allowing you to lower a signal anywhere from 6 decibels to 18 decibels. I originally tried just using the pad in the mic pre, but since the signal was so hot coming out of the mic, instead of getting some gentle saturation and color from the Fetheads, I was getting full-on distortion. But by putting the Airhead first, I was able to dial it back a bit and actually fine-tune how much color I was getting out of these. I'm sure this isn't how Triton imagined the Airhead being used, but anyway. This is a Samar AL95 on my Fender Vibrochamp, and the only post-processing is a high-pass filter at 90 Hz, as well as some small volume changes for level matching purposes. So yeah, very similar results to the vocal comparison. All 3 Fetheads sounded noticeably better to me, with a much tighter, less flabby low end, with the germanium adding a touch of aggression and presence, while the transformer added some weight and thickness. And finally, let's try them on acoustic guitar, once again with the Samar AL95. I'm just going to loop 1 bar playing the same chord, as I think that'll make it much easier to compare. But again, the link in the description has the full-length files if you want to check them out. This one was really interesting to me. I actually redid this test 3 times to make sure I wasn't messing it up by moving in between takes, since the results were quite a bit different from the last 2 examples. But here, I thought it sounded like the regular Fethead was flattening out the mid-range a bit compared to not using a Fethead, which in this particular case, I didn't love. With a different mic position or a different guitar or a bit of EQ, it could be a different story, but I felt like it pushed the guitar back in a way that I didn't love. The Transformer Fethead was similar, but I liked the top end quite a bit more. It had a little sparkle on top and smoothed out the transients in a really nice way. But the Germanium was really cool to me. It pushed the mid-range in a way that I really enjoyed, and overall made it feel much more rock and roll. Like I could see that sitting in a busier mix much better. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with these here at the studio, and I feel like they're a great way for anyone with a basic interface to add some color and character to the sound of your dynamic and ribbon mics. Like I said earlier, it really does feel like using 3 different mic pre's, but for way cheaper. So if you record vocals, acoustic guitar, or other quieter sources with dynamic and ribbon mics, I absolutely recommend giving these a shot. And if you do decide to pick one up, I'll put links to them down in the description. Using those links goes a long way in supporting the channel, so I seriously appreciate it when you guys use them. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and happy mixing.